want to interview you guys about Motorhead. So give us the camera. Enough now.
Working with Lemmy is very unpredictable. He could be in a great mood and is excited to do something or not. And so one of the things that he told us about is like when he cooks, he makes chips. So we're like, man, it'd be really great to just film you cooking some chips. We thought it would be cool, like Lemmy would just go in the kitchen and we'd follow him in there. And he said yes, he would do it. So we go to his house, we set up all our gear. We're in the kitchen, we put a light on his kitchen. We're like, all right, cool, Lem, let's film you making your chips. And he goes, no, I'm not doing it. And we're like, why? He's like, because my kitchen's too dirty. You know it's too dirty. I don't want that on camera. And so like Wes and I like look at each other and then we look at the kitchen and we're like, in our heads, we're like, he's totally right. It's nasty. But we're like, all right, you know what, Lemmy, we're going to clean your kitchen. And he just looks at us. He's like, all right, you clean the kitchen, I'll cook the chips. And we're
because he didn't think there was any way we would actually do it.
Because it was nasty.
Dude, it hadn't been clean for like 10 decades, dude.
Stove's from the 60s, but hasn't been cleaned since the 50s. Check out that kitchen.
Like that.
In the movie, you see him just slice some potatoes, throw them in the frying pan, put them on paper towel, eat them. It's a 20-second moment in the film, but in reality, that took an hour of begging, 2 hours of cleaning, and then like 30 minutes of him yelling at us on camera about how stupid it was that he had to cook chips on camera, right?
Anytime I asked him a question, he'd be like, "That stupid Wes."
You just use like Wesson oil, generally?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Fresh cut, Wesson.
Do you order it from Pink Dot?
No, I go down to the Cresco factory and bring it back on my back in the big, tank. Riveting shit.
Tell us what we're making, man. This little Julia Child's like.
Fries, Greg. Freedom fries, Greg.
About 50% of the film was a negotiation, and then right when we were least expecting it, we would get gold. One of the funniest things about this movie, though, is that there have been a million like amazing accidents, or things that people watching the movie might think that we planned, like a reality show, but they completely. It was like filmmaking magic, like Lemmy hitting the 777 in Vegas, or us going to Lemmy's high school and expecting them to completely say, "Get out of here, you burly, bearded idiots. We're not going to let you film our students," right? We walked into that high school 10 minutes before, the school day began and said, "Hey, we're making a movie about your most famous student. Can we interview a few students?" And they were like, "Sure." And they gave us like 20 students to talk to. And it was like one of the most amazing experiences. Thank you to everybody at that school. And next thing you know,
we're in the auditorium where the kids singing Ace of Spades on the piano.
If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me.
One of the greatest things about this film was being on the road with Motorhead, hanging out with the road crew and experiencing what they experienced, and like going, traveling across Europe, Scandinavia, wherever we were, Russia.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest things, sort of like trying to live that lifestyle of rock and roll guys, rock and roll crew. And some of the coolest people we ever met were the crew and Phil Campbell, Mickey D, all these guys that are part of Lemmy's world became like some of our best friends, and I feel like blessed for having that. Maybe we're sitting there talking about them lovingly and they're like, they don't like us at all.
Another town, another place, another girl, another face, another drug, another race.
So life on the road with Motorhead might have been like totally amazing and kind of like a rock and roll, I want to be a rock star, a dream come true. But when you're a filmmaker on the road with Motorhead, that means you have camera bags, tripod bags, camera cases, everything you can think of. And then you realize when you get to Europe or somewhere in Scandinavia, the biggest car you can rent there is like an Audi wagon.
Well, just another day in the office. We are driving to Sweden.
Oh.
You think our car's too small?
Oh, yes. See her? Rock and roll. We are the road crew.
What's up, motherfucker?
Hello, sir.
Great to see you, brother.
Being a kid who grew up with Metallica's posters on my wall, it was amazing to be in that room with Metallica raging. Matt Sorum from Guns N' Roses was also in the room. I mean, there was just like 5 of us, Matt Sorum, Lemmy, and Metallica. It was one of the highlights of my life.
Yeah, but I think it was you and I that brought the cool to that room. I mean, that room was like
For
a cool
sure.
room, but then we walked in there and like, they're like, this is cool.
It's just a playing games. The face of January, and you're so popular.
Nothing says cool like Greg and Wes coming into the room.
Come on. Cheers to that. What we're interested in doing, man, is just an honest portrait of who you are. You know,
Right.
I think you got a really unique story in the history of rock and roll. You know,
Unique
and,
is right. I don't think it'd be on everybody's plate.
Yeah. And so I just want to let you know that it's not. Our intention is just to make an honest portrait of who you are, and that's it.
Well, that's what I always said I wanted to be remembered for being honest. Nothing else is worth a damn.
I think Lemmy was the most polite to us on day one. And then
definitely.
From there, the bad thing was I think we sort of became friends in a way with him, so he could treat us like however he wanted. So if he was in a bad mood, man, he would let us know.
Bugger off, Greg.
Yeah, give it a rest.
Not in the elevator, give it a break.
Give it a rest,
Oi! That's fucking stupid.
Shut the thugs.
What's about you, pal? What, mouthful of broken teeth or what? Oh, fuck off with the cameras, boys.
Ah, there they are.
1 minute left. I should tell you this. You now have 30 seconds.
Yeah, but keep.
All right, go ahead.
Lemmy could have picked anybody in the world to do this film. In fact, they were approached by 4 or 5 people in the previous 2 years. He even told us that. There was something about the two of us that Lemmy liked. And you know, I'm thankful of that every day of my life, to be honest with you, you know?
Our movie premiered, I went up to him at the bar, and I was like, dude, thank you for changing our lives. He goes, you made the damn movie. Like, he's just like, don't thank me. Like, you made the damn movie. Like, you changed your own life. I'm like, okay, all right, dude. I was trying to
Well, it is kind of true, man. If you
just wanted a hug, man.
Yeah, I know. I think
This was the point. I was like, Lemmy, this is the part where you hug me? Like, we hug it out finally? No, 4 years deep,
fucking
no
amazing,
hug?
dude. That's awesome.
He's like, you
We
made the
spent-
damn movie, and he
Dude.
turned around and went back to the bar.
Yeah, we spent 4 years looking for a hug.
Thank you.
Okay, we're good now.